You could be the most wanted wolf in the forest and still believe you are just another old tree, because while you pause, they are already looking at you. Not for what you seem to be, but for the energy you give off. The pull of an older man is not noisy. It stays in the air, in the way you walk into a room or how you never beg to stay. And yet, so many men in their 40s, 50s, even 60s still think their time has gone by. They think that younger women only want youth, big muscles, emojis, and phone filters. That is false. What many of them are quietly searching for is exactly what you have spent years building, but you still do not know how to use to your gain. Today, I am going to show you the 7 hidden signs that prove you are much more attractive than you think. And when you get to the last one, you won't just understand it, you will feel it. I am Celia, and this is your house of wisdom. Stay with me until the end, because after this video, you won't look at yourself in the mirror the same way again. Have you ever noticed how a room gets quieter when you walk in, but you are not sure if it is out of respect or because they don't care? Have you felt that odd look from a younger woman, the one that lasts just 2 seconds but leaves something hanging in the air, and later you wonder if it was real or just your mind playing tricks? It was not your imagination, but the problem is you do not see it. Not because it is not happening, but because no one ever taught you how to read the language of masculine mystery. And that language, brother, you already speak it without even knowing. You are just not using it. You have reached the first point of this video, and we are going to talk about how you have silence, and it interests them. Because in a world where young men do not know how to be quiet, where everything is yelled on social media, where every emotion is shown like cheap goods, you have something they do not. You have presence, silence, calm, and the skill to listen without stopping them, to look without filling the space with empty words. And even if you think that is a weakness, a sign you have lost your social skill, it is actually your best weapon. Because silence is not emptiness, it is power, it is a pause, it is control, and a young woman sees it. What it is emotional strength. Imagine this, a group of young men at a table talking loud, laughing, moving their arms, fighting for attention like busy puppies. Then a man in his 50s walks in without any rush. He sits down, he does not interrupt, he just watches. Within 5 minutes, one of them is already thinking about him. Why? Because he is not asking for attention. He is pulling it in because he is not sharing too much, because he is not competing, because he owns the moment and the room. Silence, when it comes from an older man with life stories, is not being weak. It is a statement. It is a strong fact. And a young woman used to guys who fall apart over an Instagram view feels moved by a man who does not need to prove anything because he has already lived, already lost, and already built himself back up. But you do not see it because you are still stuck in the idea that being attractive means talking more, doing more, or moving more. You have been told the lie that noise is power, when in truth, real power does not interrupt. It simply takes up space. And you have it in your steady look, in the pause before you speak, in the way you walk without a rush. That is the energy that stops them, that surprises them, that excites them. Because a young woman might get 1,000 nice words in a day, but she will spend the whole night thinking about the one man who saw her and stayed silent. This is where you start to come back to your center, where you stop trying to beat 20-year-olds for likes and realize that what you give off is not something you post, it is felt. And when you learn to live in your silence, to not fill it with excuses, to stop saying sorry for your age or your calm, You begin to become the man who does not just attract, he leads, because the woman who truly matters is not looking for noise, she is looking for presence. And if you can keep your silence without fear, she won't run. She will come closer because she will feel finally that she is in front of a man, not a boy, acting a part. That silent presence we talked about earlier, that stored energy a young woman can feel, even if you do not show it, would mean nothing if you fell apart at a smile or a nice word or a flirty look. Because real mystery is not just about staying quiet, it is about not reacting. And that brings us to the second key point in this video. You are not blown away, and that turns them on. Most men, especially younger ones, fall apart emotionally in front of a pretty woman. Their voice changes, their body language shifts, they laugh at things they do not even find funny. They become followers, not because they are in love, but because they are under a spell. And when a woman feels that, when she sees that her mere presence makes you lose your balance, she stops respecting you, even if she smiles at you. Because true female desire does not come from being worried. It comes from being challenged. And you, as an older man, have the skill and the duty not to fall into the trap of being amazed. Psychology is clear on this. Whatever you think is perfect controls you. And if you put a younger woman on a high seat just because she is young or fun, you are giving up the power you have gained over the years. A man who is easily amazed shows he still does not know himself, that he has not fixed his teenage empty spots, that he is still looking for proof he is good enough through a woman's approval. But you are no longer in that stage. You have lived enough to know that a woman can be beautiful and still not be the center of your world, that she can attract you and still not be right for you. That is the difference between wanting something fast and being picky. And that difference does not just make you stronger, it makes you much more attractive. Old thinkers spoke of controlled calm, of not reacting to outer shine, but judging with depth, of never giving away your soul for a body or your pride for a kiss. Because the man who is easily amazed might be helpful, but he will never be someone they can't resist. On the other hand, when a woman sees that you can be close to her beauty without losing your balance, without getting clumsy, without trying to win her over, something changes. She lets her guard down because she is used to making men react, not to meeting men who can see her without giving in. And that, though she may not say it, confuses her. It excites her. It makes her curious because you are showing her something new, a man who wants her but does not need her. And if you have not felt this yet, it is not because you do not have what it takes. It is because you still think you have to impress, that you have to talk more, do more, or prove more, when in fact, the strongest and rarest form of male appeal today is the one that does not act like a fan. The man who looks at a beautiful woman the way he would look at a nice view. It is valuable, yes, but not a reason to lose his cool. That is your power, that you are not easily amazed, that you do not need proof you are good, that you can be in front of a younger woman like her and still stay firm in your center. And when you do that, something flips in the way you interact. She starts looking for your attention. She starts feeling the need to win you over because you have just shown her, without saying it, that you are no longer here to chase but to choose. And that, my friend, does not just turn them on, it moves them because you have just broken the pattern they are used to. And that makes you impossible to ignore. So far, we have talked about two hidden forces. The silence that makes them curious and the steadiness that surprises them. But there is a third, even more powerful one, because it does not just create desire, it demands respect. We have reached the third point of this video, and this is where things truly begin to change. You carry scars, and that makes them interested. And I am not talking about the ones you can see, the ones you turn into stories. I am talking about the others, the ones you do not show, the ones built into your character, in your eyes, in your ability to stay steady when everything around you is burning. Because a young woman might be pulled to a body or a smile, but she becomes stuck on a man who lived through it, who has fallen, who has lost, who has known the silence at the bottom and made his way back. Because that man does not just talk about life, he has lived it, he has faced it. And it shows even if he never says a word, in the way he speaks, in how he listens, in how he does not react to every small fight. Those emotional scars, when worn with pride, make you different. You are not a brand new product, you are a rebuilt work of art. And that, whether you believe it or not, has a very strong pull. Science has a clear but deep reason for this. The female brain, especially between ages 25 and 35, is looking for signs of emotional growth. And one of the clearest signs is being able to bounce back. The skill to have gone through the fire and not come out burnt, but made stronger. When you speak calmly about your fails, when you are not ashamed of your past breakups, your losses, or your mistakes, when you do not hide what you have been through, but turn it into clear thought, you become something most men are not, an emotional rock. Not because you do not feel things, but because you no longer shake. Here is a real plan you can use starting today. Stop trying to make your past look perfect. Stop listing only your wins. Stop acting like everything has been great. Start speaking the truth, not with drama, but with depth. When a close moment comes up, instead of telling boring stories, lower your voice and share what pain taught you, what you found out about yourself when you were hurt. Do not say it to impress her. Say it to show who you really are, to show that who you are today did not happen by luck. It was built. Let me give you a clear example. You are on a date with a younger woman. She asks why you never married again. You could avoid it, you could joke, or you could say, because once I chose because I was afraid of being alone, and now I would rather be alone with pride than be with someone and feel empty. That sentence said with calm belief does not make you look weak. It makes you look worthy of respect because you are no longer selling a fake image. You are showing yourself as a man who has learned. And in a world full of copied speeches and social media words, that feels like a breath of real truth. Before we go on, if this is hitting home for you, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel right now. I want to know where you are watching from. And if you are up for it, put one sentence in the comments. My scars made me a man. Because there are still lessons coming that will raise your clear thinking. And trust me, the last one will be the most powerful of all. The hardest part about having scars is not getting them. It is learning not to make excuses for them. Because many men, after going through pain, start to protect themselves too much, and that leads them to accept things they would have never allowed before. They hold on to the smallest things, settle for crumbs, and mix up being calm with just giving up. And that, my friend, is the quiet first step toward a life with no emotional fire. That is why now that you understand the power of well-carried wounds, it is time to face the next task. The fourth point in this video is you do not chase, you choose. And this is where many mature men get lost without even knowing it. The most harmful trap for a man trying to get his life back, his desire and his center is still acting like he needs to be picked, like he has to earn someone's love, like he has to be worth attention. It is a fancy way of giving up on yourself because it puts you in the role of a beggar for feelings. Even if you have money, life knowledge, wisdom, and presence, and you know what is most dangerous, you do not even realize you are chasing because you are not running after her with your feet. You are doing it with your feelings by accepting talks that tire you out, by waiting for texts that never come, by putting up with being treated poorly just to buy more time. That is not love. That is a lack of self-worth hidden as being patient. This mistake comes in slowly, especially after a bad breakup. Your mind tells you that this time you need to do things better. And that is when the nice guy shows up. The one who listens, who waits, who does not push, who does not ask for anything. But behind that mask of the understanding man is someone who has lost his center, who no longer asks, "Does she deserve me?" and instead only wonders, "How can I make her like me?" And that is the question that breaks you inside, because the man who lives to be picked stopped picking. He stopped being the main person. He became a side actor in his own life story. The results of falling into this trap are hard. You become a man who works but feels empty. You are there, you work, you pay the bills, you show up, but you no longer lead your life. You no longer set the speed. You no longer start anything. You just wait. And for a woman, especially a younger woman, that is a big problem, because even if she respects you, even if she thinks you are good, she won't want you. Because desire is born from mystery, yes, but also from leading, from the skill to say, "I am not here to beg, I am here to pick. And if you cannot see that, I will keep walking." That is the sentence a mature man needs to write on his soul. Understanding this changes everything, because the moment you stop chasing and start picking, you do not just get your power back, you get your clear thinking back. You stop accepting any kind of energy. You stop reacting to every little sign. You stop falling into the trap of needing people to like you. You become a man who is picky, and that is something they cannot resist, because a young woman may attract many, but she only stays with the one who knows how to choose. Not because he needs her, but because he sees her. And if she does not see him back, he does not beg. He walks away because he knows his value is not in being picked. It is in knowing that he walks. He has the right and the duty to choose. If you have made it this far into the video, it is because something inside you has already started to wake up. You are no longer hearing this as just tips. You are seeing it for what it really is. A raw mirror showing you everything you have let go and everything you still have the power to take back. But for that to happen, you need to face one of the most strong, most hidden, and most dangerous signs. We have arrived at the 5th point of this video. Your look does not just touch, it sees right through. It is not about how you look at her, but from where you are looking. Because a woman can feel without you saying one word, whether you are watching her with hunger or with power, whether your look is asking for something or saying that you know exactly what you can start without even touching her. And this is the trap many older men fall into after years of being turned down, coldness, or bad feelings in past relationships. Their visual energy becomes soft, like they are asking for permission, and a young woman feels it right away. She feels that your look no longer comes from wanting, but from fear. Fear of not being good enough, fear of making her feel weird, fear of being ignored again. But female desire does not react to fear. It reacts to being firm and sure. It reacts to attention that does not need a reason. And when a man looks with doubt or a hidden need, he becomes someone she doesn't notice. Even if he is standing right next to her, even if he says all the right words, because his energy does not reach her. It just circles around. It just tries to be liked. And the man who tries to be liked loses respect. Not because she is mean, but because attraction cannot live where someone is giving in. The results are very bad. You end up in relationships where she cares for you and helps you, but she does not want you. You become her comfort, her safe spot, her helper, but no longer her man. And if you do not fix it, you start to believe that is the best you can get. You settle. You tell yourself wanting ends with age. That passion is only for the young. That is a lie. It is not desire that dies. It is your skill to live in it with presence and a steady look. And when that goes away, so do you. Turning this around is not about tricks or games. It is about being there, about taking back that energy you once had and never really lost, but hid under fear, guilt, or the same old routine. It is not about looking with anger. It is about looking with clarity, about